Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how Iman Gadzhi made over $100 million with his YouTube. Obviously, it's not just YouTube, but all of other his businesses. But YouTube was one of the first things he actually did when he started his entrepreneurial journey. So we'll be uncovering all of his strategy, starting with the personal narrative, his personal story, the kind of content phases that he went through until he got to the point where he is now. Then we're going to dive deeper into that organization chart. So I'll show you how his team looks like and who are the people allowing him to scale his YouTube to crazy numbers, and the kind of offers he run using his YouTube channel, and how he was able to pretty much invest in WAP, how he was able to buy consultant.com and pretty much become one of the only guys in the internet who are like loved or hated, like him or not. He was one of the first online money guys on YouTube. So we'll be diving deeper into his story, his content, his organization chart, and his offers one by one. So let's start by understanding his story. He first started making money from his SMMA agency. His first client actually was worth 300 pounds per month. He was 15 or 16 when he started. We can see him starting his YouTube channel around this time when he was 15 or 16. He shared a lot of content during that time, a lot of raw content that allowed him to build some sort of audience. But when he started, he was just posting a lot of content about fitness and all that stuff. But when he was 16 or 17, somewhere around that time, he was able to finally drop out of high school and hit millionaire status at 17 years old, which is a crazy number. I'm not gonna dive deeper into whether he actually did it at 17 or not. Was it real or not? He was documenting all of it. It was like 8 years ago. So you can go to his channel and see all of his videos basically. And he was able to move into his London apartment while he was still 17. And then when he was 18, he bought his first Rolex and he was running already a six-figure business. At the age of 19, he made his first 100K profit month in July 2019, and he had multiple whale clients. So clients paying him over 8K a month in retainers. The thing is, like, most people wait until they're successful to start on YouTube, but Iman documented from zero. That's the difference between authority and girl bullshit. So whether you like Iman right now or not, remember that he started from the very beginning. He was like very transparent, very raw with all that he was doing. So he started from necessity, and then he was forced to make a lot of money at a young age. So it forced him to move fast, and that created also authenticity because he was trying everything while he was doing it real time, right? So that was the beginnings of his story. That's when he started posting on YouTube. This leads us to the content. What kind of content he was posting when he was starting. Obviously, if you were to take his strategy right now as an established business owner, that probably wouldn't make a lot of sense. The truth is, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, right? But this is the beautiful thing about it. When he was starting YouTube at 15, he was doing a lot of muscle videos, school vlogs, business reels, raw documentation, not polished, just personal trainer content, agency content, message transition, everything was messy. That was the phase one, pretty much. You can see just his face, a lot of acne. You can see he was a teenager. He was still doing a lot of content. He was hitting the gym. He was actually shredded when he was 18. I'm not even sure if I was so ripped when I was 18, probably not. And keep in mind that when he was 18, it was not so popular to go to the gym and be basically 18-year-old ripped guy. So props to him for that. But then comes the phase two when he started traveling a little bit more around Europe. He started being more focused on like content creation and like you can see different cameras. He started making content about like how to get millionaires to listen to you and get my money in order. A lot of vlogs, a lot of cool stuff. Like he was giving away iPhones. And then this leads us to phase three. That's like the beginning of his content right now. Some of the first thumbnails that were designed by a graphic designer actually. And you can see a lot more edited content, a lot more tutorials about SMMA, and that's when he was already like making a lot of money. But that was his transition pretty much. And when did he explode? He went from 200K to 2 million in 12 months. And guess when was it? It was right when he understood how he can make content that directly answers the questions of a lot of people he might be selling offers to. That's how he started popping up on YouTube and started growing his channel and becoming an authority in the space. Let me give you the numbers that will make your jaw hit the floor. 340,000 subscribers in 28 days. That's 10x growth in 1 year. 20 million from a single VSL video. And that's not just consistency and passion. That's just surgical precision meeting algorithm obsession. And here's what I mean when I'm saying algorithm obsession. Here's what Iman did that you probably don't do. He used to watch 2 hours of content on YouTube daily at 4x speed, and it was not for entertainment, it was for pattern recognition. Because a lot of the stuff that you see on YouTube right now, you can see some patterns, and you can predict what videos will perform. And this is exactly what I do for my clients. We basically do a deep research. We do outlier research every week for all of our clients, and we bring them the ideas that will not flop. And he was testing a lot of thumbnails, not for every video, but for a lot of videos, he's testing a lot of variants for packaging his videos. So you can see here, if you're just posting 2 thumbnails per video, you're probably gonna be sad because your videos are not performing. But Iman understood that money is actually in testing, in just obsession about testing. So you can see that all of his videos that are most viewed, they have a lot of changes. This video, for example, its title was changed 45 times. And you can also see, maybe not on this screenshot, but here is when one of the titles was changed. And that's how it went from 290,000 views to 5 million views, over 5 million views over this time here. He was able to save a lot of videos from flopping because he was just experimenting with a lot of titles, a lot of thumbnails, right? This is the packaging reshaping system. This is the secret weapon. This is the part that separates amateurs from empires. So most people just make a video, create a thumbnail, upload, never touch it again. And that's how they never get above 10,000 views. But Iman, he makes a video, he creates a thumbnail, he uploads, then tests 20 more thumbnails, titles, over 45 days, keeps testing it forever. The 3-year-old videos suddenly go viral with new thumbnails. And the tools that he was using back then was TubeBuddy for A/B testing. Right now you can do it on YouTube as well. You can use vidIQ for finding the right ideas for the right outliers. There's a lot of more tools. I'm not gonna get more into this, but just so you know, there's a lot of tools that he and his team was using. Another thing, how he actually built his flywheel mechanism, is he makes a video with a clear pain point, a lifestyle video, tutorial video, interviews, behind the scenes, all of it, it all points to a VSL. Core video sales letter. It has long form, high production, detailed articulation of your offer. I'm going to dive deeper into his offers in a little bit, but then he does a lot of supporting content that allows him to bring more people to his channel. So you can see here, this is not a traditional funnel where we just have a top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. We have attract. So we attract people here with different videos. Then we engage them with content that's relevant, with a lot of education. Then we delight them. We show them you can work with us. And that's how this flywheel just keeps rolling, and you keep getting more people in this flywheel, and you keep getting more qualified people to hop on calls with you. That's what he was doing. Another crazy part is the content compounding effect. And most people don't understand it, but I'll share with you very quickly. So your content library either appreciates or depreciates. It's the same with real estate. If you have an apartment, you never invest in it, you never do maintenance, and you never do anything. You just buy it and you just leave it forever. It's gonna feel like shithole in 10 years, right? Same with content. A lot of people just post a few videos, they didn't pause, and then they post, but not regularly. Iman, he didn't stop for years. That's why his videos are never dying. Most of the videos that you post probably die after 48 videos, probably die after 48 hours. And that's what allowed Iman to go to 5 million subscribers, 173 million total views. He's created 400 videos over 9 years, but I imagine that's over that because he's probably archiving some of them. But all of this was not from sponsorships, not from AdSense, not from brand deals. All of this exposure was for free, because he was just posting consistently. So this is the crazy part about it. Why this works and why you fail copying it. So like I said, he spent 2 hours daily on finding the winning ideas. I'm not sure how many people work for him now, but he definitely has a bigger team now. And you want the results, but you don't want to do the work. That's why he's at 100 million right now. And I definitely don't want you just to watch this breakdown and just feel inspired and do nothing. Or worse, you try to half-ass the strategy. So you basically test 2 thumbnails instead of 20, upload once a month, and it's just not consistent. It's all about consistency here. So Iman started when he was 15, and it's been 9 years since then. It's gonna be 10 years soon. So you want the shortcut, but there isn't no one. You can only get faster to the results by implementing the printing prediction system. And this is what we do for our clients. One of our clients is, for example, Jonas. He runs a voice AI agency. We implemented the printing prediction system for him. You can also listen to interview with him on my channel, link in the description. But now let's get into the organization chart. So everyone talks about Iman, but nobody mentions the 100-person machine behind him. He literally has 100 people under him. Here's what actually runs a 100 million YouTube empire. It's not one guy with a camera. It's not consistency and passion. It's not motivation, not manifestation morning routines. It's 100 people working for him. And by the way, they don't have any office. They just all work remotely. And he hires people from all around the world. I actually remember when a couple of years back, I was still video editing for freelancing, doing a little bit of freelancing, and I wanted to work for Iman too. I applied. Unfortunately, I didn't get into any interviews, but still, I remember when he was hiring people from all around the world, like Serbia, Brazil, a lot of different countries, from people that are not so entitled and they just want to learn and execute. Let me introduce you to the people you've never heard of, the ones doing the actual work, while Iman's face prints money. So first of all, we have Donnie Buck. And by the way, none of the people that you see here, I'm not saying they still work with Iman. I'm not sure, but these are the people that were mentioned at some point. But these are the people that I know worked at some point with Iman, and you can see that he actually was a co-founder, and he was actually one of the setters on his company. He proved himself, and that's how he advanced to like a business partner, who's someone who's like on the same level as Iman. Then we have Tristan. He's the guy behind the content. Like, he directly manages all 3 production tiers. When strategy proposes a video, he validates it against production capacity and optimization capability. When production delivers footage, he ensures it matches strategic intent before optimization touches it. So he is the guy behind Iman's YouTube and all of his content. He's the chief content officer. And then we also have Alex. He's the head of production. He oversees all video creation. He makes sure that Iman's content looks like Netflix style and not like YouTube. They look like streaming service documentaries. Alex makes sure every frame, every cut, every transition serves retention metrics, not artistic expression metrics, right? This is all that matters for them. Now you know who runs the empire, but let me show you how the content machine actually operates. 30-person team just for YouTube. That's excessive for one channel, you might say, but this is also why he's at 100 million and you're just not there. So at the top of this 3-tier structure, we have the head of content, which is Tristan, right? But let's get into the tier 1, who's here. Basically, we have the core strategy team. They make concepts about the YouTube flywheel that I've shown you before, and map every pain point to content, align every video with sales funnel objectives, identify market gaps before competitors see them. They don't touch cameras, they don't edit any footage, they don't write scripts, they don't check the analytics. And why this matters, you might ask? Because most creators, they spend 80% of their time just execution, like just creating the video, and 20% of strategy. Iman does the opposite. His strategists spend 100% of time on what content to make, why it matters, where it fits in the funnel, and how it converts to sales. Now, tier 2 is script writers, videographers, and studio staff. They manipulate words, lighting, and angles to get viewers to watch as long as possible. So this isn't art, this is psychology weaponized through cinematography. And what they actually do, obviously they script writers, they write scripts, video editors, they edit videos, studio stuff, they set up cameras. And why most creators fail here is they hire videographers who want to express themselves creatively. Cool, but it doesn't pay your rent. Iman's production team understands their job is manipulating human attention through technical execution. Everything serves the algorithm, nothing serves the ego. That's why his videos perform and others don't. Tier 3, and this is where 99% of creators completely miss the mark, is like 5 long-form editors, full-time thumbnail designers, optimizations, analysts. He has an editor army. Like minimum 5 editors working at the same time on a channel, uploading once per week. Let the math hurt your brain. 40 hours of editing labor for one 15-minute video. And the result is Netflix style Final Cuts, no YouTube quality, just streaming service quality. Most people see that at cost and think excessive. Those people are broke. The thumbnail team is a secret weapon too, because nobody talks about how many designers Iman has. Like 3 designers, full-time employment for 1 weekly upload. Like 3 people just for thumbnails. That's like crazy, right? It's actually not true. Every video they upload, they make multiple variants of these thumbnails, and they always do a lot of testing, whether that's split testing the title or the thumbnails. They always do 14-day tests on new content, then they do indefinite tests on everything else. It takes 45 days, 90 days, 6 months. They still optimize the titles, so it gives some more life to these videos, even after 3 years. So this is just making Iman's videos become more profitable over time because they optimize it over and over again. And the offers that he run in the past is something that's like actually worth seeing. Like first offer that he did was his agency. That's where he made his first money. That's how he got 200K a month. The service he was doing is just like typical service, like social media management plus paid ads. He got his first big clients for that. And these weren't just clients. These were testimonials, they were case studies. And that's where the permission slips for phase 2, because you can't sell a $2,000 course on how to run ads when you've never run ads for the real clients. And his phase 1 allow him to later charge people for the information he was sharing. Then phase 2 is when he started his education business. So 2017 to 2020, he started moving from SMMA to Agency Incubator and Agency Navigator. So the product was 8 phases of training, 50 hours of content, modules on foundation, mindset, systems, processes, lead generation, sales, service delivery, operational excellence, and it was $1,000 to $2,000 per student. And the result over years was $92 million from digital products. Read that again if you want. $92 million just from digital products like this. You might be thinking like, why just rename the same course? And whether you like it or not, this is a business. Like you could do it too. Why rename the same course 3 times? It's market sophistication. Like as production quality increased, market tolerance for higher prices increased. So he was able to charge more. His brand authority grew, so the perceived value grew. And whether you agree or not, maybe his courses are shit or not, I've never bought a course from him, but the perceived value definitely increased over time. And then phase 3 is maybe less known, but it's still iterating on top of the first info offers that he run. It's just like Digital Launchpad, for example. These are the main offers that allow him to really like make a lot of money. And that was the phase where he really capitalized on the info offers that he run. He marketed Digital Launchpad in 2023 as world's first subscription first e-learning portal. It was a lower barrier to entry, higher lifetime value, predictable recurring revenue, lower churn. And he also ran a couple of other smaller offers during that time. But the important part is right now, what happened in 2025? Like he invested in WAP. If you don't know what WAP is, it's like one of the biggest competitors to School run by Alex Hormozi. That's how he positioned himself as the biggest competitor to Alex Hormozi, who's also like one of the most well-known online money guys on YouTube right now. And WAP is just like has some crazy numbers. So what matters here in phase 4 is like the shift from selling information to owning the platforms and acquiring competitors. Like the crazy part is like instead of just selling courses, he started owning the platform where other people are selling their courses, their info products, their offers, their communities. He just owns it now. So that's crazy part. And he also bought consulting.com, which is the company started by Sam Ollins, who was, by the way, the co-founder of School, now co-run with Alex Hormozi, right? But he actually bought out consulting.com, which is crazy and a very bold move from Iman, which I really like, by the way. And he bought consulting.com for more than 6-7 figures. As far as I know, he didn't disclose the number, but he actually acquired a lot of stuff there. He actually acquired the domain, consulting accelerator, up-level consulting, all testimonials, all email lists, all handles, and social assets. But people paid a lot of money for consulting accelerator alone. So he bought a lot of stuff. That's how he used YouTube to actually crush his competitors and be a direct competitor to Alex Hormozi and a lot of different guys. By the way, if you like this video, I think you'll also like very much this video that you see on the screen right now. It's about Alex Hormozi and his strategy and his advice on content. By the way, if you need someone to help you with your content, but you don't want to hire a full-time team, but you still want to grow your YouTube and stay consistent there, I would recommend click the first link in the description to book a call with me. If you like what I do, I think you'll like my offer. Just click the first link in the description to book a call with me, and I'll walk you through exactly what I do for my clients too.